If you guys are looking to buy or sell your Rocket League items for money, then make sure to head to the first link in the description. You can buy absolutely any item that you want, and have now also included item bundles to save you guys even more money and save more from your purchase with code JAKRS at checkout. From today, I'm going to be starting 2 of the hugest giveaways I've ever done on the channel. The first one is for a Heatwave mystery decal. You can enter this giveaway by subscribing to the channel, turning on post notifications while you're subscribing, and also drop a like on today's video and also drop a comment of your details down below. The second giveaway is going to be a dual giveaway with Savage Planet, and both of us together are going to be giving away 1 pair of White Zombas each. You can be entered into the chance of winning that by clicking in the link in the description, the Gleam link, and it will be taking you to a page where you have over 10 different ways of entering this giveaway. That giveaway will expire either when me and Savage Planet both hit 50k, we're on a similar amount of subs, or after 30 days, so make sure to enter that giveaway as soon as possible. The Hellfire winner is being picked today and announced next video. What's going on, guys? I'm JAKRS and welcome back to another Rocket League video on my channel, and today we're going to be doing another episode to Being a Middleman, a series where we take a look at some of the awesome middleman trades that I do, and so far I've done about 30 middleman trades for you guys. And if you need me to be a middleman for your trades, then make sure to just hit me up on PlayStation. My PSN name will be somewhere in the description of today's video, so you know that you're not going to be trading with a fake JAKRS. In this series, we take a look at some of the awesome trades that we do for White Zombas, White Dracos, and stuff that goes over the limit that one trade can possibly do. And if you guys don't trust each other, then you might need me to be that person where you trade both the sides of the items too, and then I share it back over to the people and do the full trade. And thankfully, a lot of you guys actually do trust me, so why don't we just get straight into today's video of 2 really awesome middleman trades that I'd love to share with you guys. So here it is. So let's get straight into the first middleman trade of today's video. This first middleman trade is for a pair of White Zombas. A guy pays 100 pure keys for this White Zombas. To remove any confusion that you guys might have, Zannyboy is the guy with 100 keys and Assassin Killer is the guy with the White Zombas, as you can see in the main menu. Zannyboy invited me to trade, and the first trade that needed to go down was the 50 pure keys, and then afterwards we do another 50 keys with Zannyboy, and then finally the White Zombas with Assassin Killer, and then afterwards, receiving both sides of the items, I would then transfer both the items, the White Zombas to Zannyboy, and then also the keys to Assassin Killer, and then the trade would be successfully done. This is about my 8th middleman trade for White Zombas now, and so I'd say I'm a little bit experienced with this trade, and so there was no room for mistakes when doing this middleman trade, of course, and I knew what to do straight away: take the keys and then also get the Zombas straight after. There are a few ways when doing a middleman trade that you can save a bit of time, for example getting the 50 keys first and then trading the Zombas away, but to save any people thinking that they can't trust me at all, I made sure that I did all of the trades first and then did the White Zombas afterwards. But if people do trust me to do one trade first and then put the key straight over instead of having to do multiple other trades, then that's perfectly fine. And so this trade included the other 50 keys that he needed to pay up, which made the total go up to a staggering 100 keys. I know these White Zombas are now worth about 130. I bought about 3 pairs of White Zombas on my live stream yesterday. Picked 1 pair of White Zombas up for 110, the second pair up for 120, and then the third pair for 115. So a bit of a mixture of prices there, but they have started to go up in value, and I've sold a lot of those pairs on for a lot of profit. And so I feel like this Assassin Killer guy would have maybe made a bit more profit if he waited out. And I think this trade was done about 3 days ago when prices were about 100 to 110 keys. And so at the time it would have been a good deal, but maybe not so much now if you think back to it. The full 100 keys had been received from Zannyboy, and this meant that his side of the payment had been paid up, and so that meant that the White Zomba trade needed to go down. I felt like it was quicker to just do 50 keys with the White Zombas, and so we did that trade, and then finally I'd do the other 50 keys afterwards and then give the White Zombas to Zannyboy. And White Zombas are honestly one of the best wheels on the game. I know White Apex are selling right now for about 400 keys and are also a really nice looking wheel, but these White Zombas, they are so nice, and I'm so happy to have a few pairs of these in my inventory right now. And pretty much there's only a few trades left to do, and it is a pretty simple job to do. Most middlemen, when they do middlemen trades, they get a little bit of a fee paid up to say thank you for doing it. I do not expect that from anybody when doing middleman trades, to get any fee paid to me at all. But when people want to do it and say thank you for me, I really do appreciate it. So here is the White Zomba middleman trade to Zannyboy. He accepted straight away, and he was actually really excited to receive these. And so it was just down for me to do the last trade, which is the last 50 keys, to Assassin Killer, and then the full middleman trade had been completed. So here it is, guys, the full 50 keys. I'd put them all up and accepted. These guys could now enjoy their items. I know for sure Zanny Boy will enjoy those White Zombas and would have made a little bit of profit from that trade there if he would have waited it out and kept them. And so yeah, I was happy, told them to enjoy their items, and it was a successful middleman trade once again for myself. And I was going on to do the next middleman trade that you'll see shortly after this. This next middleman trade is one that I haven't really done on the channel before in any of my Being a Middleman series videos, and this is one for an Electroshock Mystery Goal Explosion, which is actually one of the best ones after Hellfire in my opinion. This guy was paying a total of 46 crates. At first they agreed on 45 crates for the Electroshock, which is actually a really good deal. You can pick up around 9 to 10 mixed champions crates for just 1 key, and so this is about a 5 to 6 key deal if you can sell those crates on for a good ratio. And Electroshock is worth around 11 to 12 keys at this time, and it might be slowly dropping since a lot of them are dropping in value. The player with the Electroshock was the one with a similar name to PickaPixels PS4 account, artificial MDB _, which is actually quite similar to the original name. He hit me up and said that he was willing to take this amount of crates for his Electroshock, which is perfectly fine. There is a lot of scams going on right now, middleman scams for heat waves. People are saying that they only want 30 crates for their heat wave. Heat wave is worth about 15 to 16 keys, and so you can easily get a huge amount of crates for your heat wave, about over 100 crates for it. And so getting only 30 crates, people put up the 24 and do the trade with the heat wave, but the person says do 24 first and then I'll do the 6 with the heat wave after, and then they get a load of crates out of it and scam the person, which you guys need to look out for. But here was the first trade. We did a huge trade for CC1 crates and CC2 crates. At this time I didn't want to mess up and give him the wrong champions crates that the person was giving to me, so I was writing down how many champions 1 crates he was giving me, how many champions 2 crates he was giving me, and then also in this next trade, which makes it a total of 46 crates, which is another 22 crates on top of that. He cancelled right there, so I was getting a bit confused because he'd paid up half of his side of the payment and I didn't really know what he was doing, but I invited him back, he accepted, and he put up the rest of the crates, and I wrote down these ones as well, CC3s and some more, I think some more CC2s as well, which is an awesome trade to do. And then afterwards I gave the crates as well as the Electroshock to the other players. I feel like here Internet Boss is getting a really good deal for this Electroshock, seeing as I would happily pay about 50 crates for an Electroshock, since it's a really good ratio if you think about it and how many keys you would get for it. These 46 crates you'd probably only get around 8 keys for, which is quite poor, seeing as you could sell Electroshock easily for about 11 keys. But the second trade went through with this guy. He had finally paid up his whole side. I was just writing down how many CC2s he'd paid, and also this was only 45 crates. This was only 21 on top of the 24 that he'd given me in the first trade, and so he added another CC3 as they had agreed on 46, and this guy said okay, I'm happy to do that, and so I accepted on this. And then the next trade was to get the Electroshock and then finally do all the crates over to artificial MDB. So hopping straight into a trade with him, he put up the Electroshock and accepted, and I was happy to accept it straight away. But I had asked him if he wanted the crates first or whether he'd give me the Electroshock, and it was perfectly fine for him to just pay up his side of the payment, and so that Internet Boss was a bit more comfortable with doing the middleman trade instead of just giving him the crates straight away. And so I now had a Mystery Goal Explosion in my inventory, and actually when I trade I turn off my crates and put on hide crates, because I do have a lot of crates and usually people don't want either keys or crates, but if I know that people do want the keys in the trade, then I'll turn it on. And so because I needed to do trades with crates, I suddenly just put it on and then put up the first number of crates, which was the CC1s and also a few CC2s to go with that. And then once that had been done, we only have a 24 crate limit. That's why a middleman was needed in this trade, because of course when you're doing a trade for like White Zombas, you have a 50 key limit, and if someone wants pure keys like the 100 key trade that you saw as the first middleman trade of today's video. But when doing crates like this, you can only do 24, and he would have been able to do keys, but I think this guy only wanted crates. Maybe he was doing a crate opening or something similar on that lines. The first 24 crates had been paid up, and so it was time to give the Electroshock to Internet Boss. He was probably really excited to get this because it was a really good deal, and really thankfully, I do appreciate this a lot. He put up a Sky Blue Unicorn, which is sort of seen as a bit of a fee for doing the middleman trade, and I do honestly really do appreciate that a lot, man. And so We did the first trade for that side and that was fully paid up, but now it was to do the other 22 crates that needed to pay up, which was the CC2s and the CC3s, and then this middleman trade was also completed just like the White Zomba one. And some of these trades are actually really quick. Some people only do about 30 crates for Heatwave, which is an awesomely quick trade. You just do 24, then another 6, and then with the Heatwave, those get done in about 2 minutes, but a trade like this for over 40 crates might take a little bit longer. This, compared to some of the White Zomba middleman trades that I've done and also the White Dracos, is actually pretty of a weird middleman trade. I don't know why someone would want this amount of crates, maybe for doing his crate opening or something like that, but make sure to comment down in the comment section down below if you've done a middleman trade with one of your items and if it was quite out of the ordinary like this. But a second middleman trade completed and many more to come for the future of this series, which I'm very excited for. So that about wraps it up. We've taken a look at 2 really awesome middleman trades. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, then make sure to drop a like. If you need me to be a middleman, then make sure to message me on PlayStation or just comment what you need to trade for down in the comment section down below, and then hit me up quite soon. I'm happy to do middleman trades for that. This is unfortunately the end of today's video, but best trades of the week will be coming out soon, and that's an awesome series that you guys don't want to miss out on. I've been streaming every day since I think 2 weeks Monday, so it's been a really awesome time. We're nearly at 40k, and by the time this video drops, you might just be at 40k. So make sure to subscribe and also enter that giveaway that you saw at the start of the video. It's unfortunately the end of today's video, but I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.